Hello, my loves. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, welcome. I am Esther, aka Miss Manifester. I'm a manifestation coach and the author of Manifesting Happiness. And just to get the word manifesting in one more time, today we're going to be talking about manifesting confidence. And I just really want to take the word manifesting away for a sec and just call it creating more confidence. I think sometimes the word manifesting has this energy of like it's something outside of you that you're adding to your life that then makes you feel good, and then we all live happily ever after. It's like when we say manifesting better mental health, sometimes it's like that thing isn't coming in like a little parcel. It's about you doing the inner work in order to create that internal happy space that allows you to go forth manifesting, creating, consciously creating your best life. Confidence as well, it affects all of us, I'm sure it does, and it can be that we either have a crippling lack of confidence across the board, or there may be a particular area of your life where you're like, I'm very confident in that, but not so much in that, and I would like to feel a lot more confident in that area. Full disclaimer alert, we're doing the inner work, but I do also want you to lap up any moments in your external 3D environment that give you cause to celebrate yourself and to feel good. For example, when you receive compliments, when you receive good news that's a reflection of your work, for example, a promotion. You know, you deserve to enjoy those moments. You have earned them, you are worthy, you were always worthy, and I want you to just take the time to celebrate yourself, to notice those moments. Don't let them just go over your head, and don't be dismissive of them with other people and kind of go, oh, okay, thank you. Like, start to go, okay, I really want to take notice of that and to integrate and receive that praise. And the thing is, the more confident you get and the more self-assured you become, and the more you believe it yourself, the more easy it is to take on, because you're like, well, yeah, I know. Duh. So number one, the first thing I want you to do, because this is going to be a lot to do with inner work and it's just some tips to help you get started. Obviously this is a huge area and I work with people on this one-to-one. There's only so much we can cram into a little video, but at the same time, I think these are going to be great starting blocks for you. Number one, I want you to ask yourself, if I had more confidence, how would that change my life? Or what is it that I'm hoping to create with that confidence? Because in a way, confidence is a vehicle, right? It's a little bit like money. Money's a tool that helps you to buy the house or, you know, the car or whatever it is. What will confidence enable you to do in your reality? That's the part that we really want to connect into. That's your why. That's your big vision. And you want that vision to become so big and so powerful and so delicious that the comfort of staying where you are, it doesn't appeal anymore. You know, you've got something bigger that you want to work towards, making that motivation to get that confidence and to do the inner work really, really big. And honestly, I'd love to say it's one of those things of like, when I'm confident, then I will do the scary thing. I remember when I first did any form of public speaking or video, I was bricking it. I had bad tummy, I was so scared, but I did it anyway. And what was on the other side of that was fantastic. The next things that came up, the doors that opened. Sometimes you're not going to feel super brave and you're not going to feel super confident, but you have to step into that faith over fear, that by doing something differently, something good is on the other side of that. And also knowing that you can gain confidence from the doing. You will not gain confidence from doing nothing. You know, and we have to step into that progress over perfection mindset, not waiting to be perfect before you'll, you know, get off the start line. We have to say, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to be a beginner, and I'm willing to make mistakes. You know, that can be something we need to work on. You know, fear of criticism, perfectionism in order to move forward, but this is about enjoying the journey and learning from the journey, gaining more confidence as you go. The more you do it, the more confident you will become. Now, the second thing that I want you to think about is, if you had that confidence, how would that be outwardly expressed? How would that be manifesting through you? You might want to ask yourself, how is a lack of confidence currently manifesting through me? Great example for me, it could be, I'm not showing up, I'm not making videos, I'm not speaking, I'm not using my voice, I'm hiding. It can even be in your body language. You're like this, oh, don't look at me. Whereas what is the opposite to that? I'm speaking, I'm making content, I'm showing up, with positive, open body language. Even today, so I've filmed a few pieces of content today. This is my natural hair. I think maybe it's settled a little bit, but it's very big, it's very fluffy. I've never ever filmed with it like this before. And I just thought, what, I'm just gonna go for it. I kind of just don't care. And I also why not? And I think maybe in the past as well, I've got a new dress on, from the charity shop. It was brand new Zara with tags, $32.99 down to £4.50. It's a little bit busty, and I'm just like, it's fine, And I have to kind of step into that and go, who am I when I feel in my most confident? How am I showing up? And that is the question that I would ask to you. That's the version of you that you want to step into. And it can be about your internal state as well. You might be feeling those physical symptoms of the physical anxiety, or you might be aware that your inner critic is very loud. So how do you measure the success of knowing that you're confident? One of the things will be going, I've noticed an absence of symptoms. I've noticed that my inner critic is quieter. Because it's different when you're manifesting money or something. It's very, very measurable. There's a tangible thing or a figure. This is about your quality of life and you being able to measure that based on your feeling state and the way in which you're showing up and you're seeing changes in your life, which is exciting, isn't it? It's super exciting. So number 3, I want you to then think as well, just potentially, is there anybody in your life that is an inspiration to you? I think particularly as women, we can get into comparisonitis, comparing ourselves. I definitely will say I feel like the world sets us up for that quite well. And rather than be intimidated, we want to use, people as an inspiration to us. So are there any people where you look at them and you go, that's inspiring? If just in case you're like, I'm not 100% sure what I want to be or who I want to be or what I want to step into, you can use how other people spark things in you, even if it is jealousy, to go, what is it that I want for myself? Where is my soul calling me higher? What would I like to be doing? Again, tapping into that dream bigger. And how are they showing up? Because usually, it's not even necessarily something they're doing consciously, or they might not even see themselves that way, but you're looking at them that way and you're going, they seem like amazing. And it's what you're seeing reflected back to you is what you're being asked to step towards, to step into. So potentially use that as a little bit of inspiration. Number 4, I want you to daily start reflecting on all your micro wins, because micro wins add up to macro results. This is all about self-celebration, noticing where you're doing well along the journey, enjoying the journey, not measuring your success by the finish line, because that is so detrimental, because it just constantly makes us feel like we're not enough and that we're not building confidence through what we're doing along the journey. So every day I want you to sit down and go, what did I do well at today? What are the ways in which I showed up, no matter how small? What did I learn? What would I do differently next time? So really starting to self-celebrate, and you can add in the work I said at the beginning of like, did I get any nice compliments today? Did I get any positive feedback? Because the thing is, as you start showing up differently, the world is going to respond and reflect that back to you. So it's nice sometimes to go, somebody mirrored back to me the changes that I think I'm seeing in me. So start keeping a diary, screenshots of anything that's positive that reinforces how well you are doing. Number 5, also just sit down and think, what am I already good at? Because, you know, we can very much get into this trap and loop of like, there's this one area that's lacking, but there's so much that you're already good at. You might be like, I'm great at doing the washing up. I'm fantastic at ironing. You know, I'm the best person at cooking in the house. I'm a really good listener. I'm a really good friend. I'm a good driver. You know, there's so many things that you can be good at that you're taking for granted, so many skills that you just think, well, that's obvious. But even by looking at that, you can start to build a self-concept of, you know what, I've got a lot going for me, maybe more than I'm giving myself credit for. So just feel free to take some time to really dig deep and big yourself up for what you are already good at, because you can always build on that. And the next thing I'm going to say at number 6, this is particularly for women who know they've got an inner cycle, an inner rhythm, even if it's not a menstrual cycle, but an inner cycle, inner rhythm, inner moods. Even if you identify as a man, you may feel this. There are certain times of the month, particularly for women, where our inner critic can be louder and we can feel more fragile. I would 100% recommend potentially not putting yourself out there at those times, taking that time to rest, to reflect on what you're doing well, but not pushing yourself. Because sometimes in that time when the inner critic is extra loud, you will be very mean to yourself about your efforts. And I know this all too well. So I'm very mindful about when I push my edges and when I don't. And I work a lot with my clients on helping them to utilize their power pockets in the month so that they kind of go for it at those moments, but not at the times where they're feeling extremely flat or self-critical. And at number 7, one of the most powerful things that you can be working on with confidence is your subconscious belief system. Your belief system about whether it is safe to have what it is that you want. Your belief system about yourself. Your belief system about whether your dreams are possible for you or not. I create a lot of subliminals, which are very easy to use. But if you are going to do deep dive limiting belief and shadow work, I would 100% recommend working with a practitioner. But it's doing this type of work that is really going to take you to a deeper level with confidence. But ultimately, if you start exploring some of the points I've given you in this video, it's going to be a really good foundation for getting you going. And speaking of not being a perfectionist, I just had to sit down because I was like, Esther, you forgot point number 8, which as a qualified stylist is crazy. One of the quickest wins can be giving yourself a little makeover, a little style upgrade. Because when we think about being as if we are the person that we want to become, acting as if we are them, how are they outwardly expressing themselves confidently through the way they dress? That is such a quick win. You don't need to spend loads of money. Like I said, I got this from a charity shop. But just if you're aware that you're like, I'm not making any effort, I'm wearing the same old things, I'm not even putting on any makeup, like just making a little bit of effort in the morning, how you perceive yourself in the mirror can make such a big shift. I honestly wish it kind of didn't, but it does. You know, we do have a version of ourselves where we're like, yes, you're looking good today, I'm feeling myself. And that is a really quick win for giving yourself a confidence boost. I'd really like you to use this video as an invitation to ask yourself, what is one small step I could do today to move towards the life of my dreams. One small thing that I could do that I would be really proud of myself of if I did it. One thing that feels kind of scary, but I'm willing to see what's on the other side of it, and then just really starting to build from there, brick by brick, enjoying the journey, progress over perfection. I hope this has inspired you guys. I've had quite the journey with confidence myself, and this is a lot of things that I have used myself on my journey and have put me in good stead today to be where I am with you now. And I look forward to connecting with you in more content, and I am sending you lots of blessings for the rest of your day whenever it is that you're watching this. Take care, guys. Go forth, be bold, and amazing changes on the other side. Take care.